But when do we cross the threshold between this is just, first off, okay, we just dating. Now we're in a relationship. When do we cross the threshold to where it's okay for one party or the other to start playing house? Because if we ain't playing house from on one side, we ain't doing that shit on the other side. Because playing house is paying your bills. You feel me?
Right. You can't be like, I'm not gonna come into your
That's double
apartment and your
hard.
domain to cook and clean, but when
Okay,
I
so
need
I
you,
don't I don't believe in shacking up. So the things that I would require, unless like I said, I was like in my ex-fiance and there's like a lot of money. But from a regular man, all I would, or not regular, because I guess 100K, 150 is that's not even the average, right? That's still above average. But
The
even
regular man that you would
the regular man that I would date, I don't expect him to take care of major things until we move in together. So I expect to pay my own rent, my own car note, things like that. He can give me money just to give me money. You know what I mean? Like, babe, go buy some clothes. Look cute for this weekend. I need you to come with me to some event, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't expect him to pay my regular bills. But I expect him to do all the other things, like do things for me that I can't do for myself. You know what I'm saying? Or stuff like that. Until we move in together and get engaged, then I expect you to pay the mortgage and pay everything around here. And I'll continue to pay just my own personal things, that would be my car, my investment property, and my student loans. Unless you got it like that, then you would just want to take it all on because, like, you would want me to be more available.
Wait,
No, hold on. Because there's this misconception about high value men. Okay. In my experience, high value men prefer women that don't have as much going on because you can just be more available at their beck and call. So me working and being corporate, that was never like, they didn't want that. It was just be like, let me just pay for the shit because, like, when I want you to be here, like, I need you to be there. So that's what it is. Not like, oh, not like that. It's still control. I thought, listen, when I first did that shit, I was like, oh, but it's control. And if they don't have your best interest, it is the worst thing you can do as a woman because now you don't have your own income. And if it's not going the right way, what can you really do? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's be careful, right? But yeah, so that's what I think.
You made some interesting points. You really did. But I think it depends on what each person wants. Like for me, with multiple businesses, I need somebody that's going to be actively engaged and be an asset, help me as it relates to building and scaling these businesses. Like, so I don't the other shit, like I cook, clean, do all that type. I don't need you to do that type of shit. But in terms of wealth generation, that's what I'm about. And then it becomes a struggle. Like if I'm the person, like literally I'll be gone for 3 weeks at a time and shit like that, out of town, running this business. Mm-hmm. And at some point, if you have a partner that can partner with you in certain ways and help to take things off your plate, I think it flows better. And then too, if we're in business together, then we can travel together and do things like that, as opposed to you just being somebody who's absorbing resources. I don't know. You know?
Right.
But we are.
Yeah. I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. And that was a part that was you utilize your talents for wherever they're best suited in his situation. And I actually enjoy that. That is why I tend to lean towards like entrepreneurs and businessmen, because I feel like I'm very well versed and I like to be an asset in more ways than just this, because this is obviously an asset. But when you feel like you have assets more than just a pretty face and that person doesn't want to utilize them, it's not that cooking and cleaning isn't enough. It is enough, but like, I don't know. I'm a different kind of woman. I don't know.
I feel like women really should be insulted if a nigga just wants you to cook and clean. Like real talk, they say your biggest flex is your wife or whatever. For me, my biggest flex would be my wife there at the table as a business partner. You know what I'm saying? Like competent and really, really running shit, really doing boss shit. Like for me, you know what I'm saying? Like personally, my wife, she is a scientist. She works, you know what I'm saying? Like she's
you got a science bae.
Yeah, she's a real high level.
She wear the lab coat for you, like.
Well, she actually is out of the lab now. She's in management, so she's not in the lab anymore, but she's a scientist too. And so Yeah, but even that, like, she just loves doing that. She just loves doing it. She loves the company and she loves doing it. She does great research, like on COVID stuff and things like that, and she loves doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so with her, it's just like she's not on the business type of time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But you know, it is what it is.
I mean, I guess it can't all be like that, but at least she's passionate about something. I feel like when your partner is passionate about something, and especially if y'all don't have kids and they go to work, they come home, you know, and it's a job that they love, like they feel good. Like, especially me, like, especially my good days at work, I get off, I'm like, let's go get some drinks. Like, I'm feeling good. Like, guess what happened today? I got something to talk to you about. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just more zest in the relationship when the person gets to do whatever they're passionate about. If they're actually passionate about it. And that's the only thing that I have against the whole modern women, because y'all know I'm very modern, but that's the only thing I have. Like these women that work these high stress jobs that they don't really like, that they're doing it more so for power and money. That is what that's what I think men don't like with the women. You know what I mean? Because it does make you tough.
Mm-hmm.
It does make you tough, right? But when you're doing something you're really passionate about, I feel like you can kind of stay in your little place and be better in the relationship, even though you are working and you're modern. So I know a lot of women that are doing corporate jobs that are so high stress. I don't know why they're doing this. I mean, they got bread, but I'll be like, girl, like,
yeah.
If I do, marry somebody, if I want to let her work, I mean, I would let her work just as long it is something that she's passionate about. It's got to be something she's passionate about because I'm going to be working too. I don't want to make her feel like she's got to work to take care of me. I don't need anybody to take care of me. Okay, and besides, if I sit at home and do nothing, that's just lazy to me. Okay, so yeah, I would be that safety, just like what was that actress name who had a husband who was a cop? I forgot what her name was.
she's on that new show, Black Love. It came up on my YouTube. I love her, and she retired him because he let her not work while she worked on her acting career. She was on, what's her freaking name? I just saw her on a promotion. Freaking here it is. Who is she? Hold on. I don't know her name. I'm looking at her.
It's gonna drive all of us crazy.
Tabitha Brown.
Yeah.
That's who it was. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, the guy was being a safety net, to her because he knows, he knows, about acting and how and the longevity of it. He continues to work, and then she decides to retire him now.
Yep.
I don't want her to retire me, because again, at that point I'm able-bodied, I want to work, I want to continue to work. But yeah, she wants to work, gotta be something she's passionate about.
Yeah, but Eugene, you don't, I mean, if you were in their position, you wouldn't want her to retire you so that you can do something that you're passionate about. Because like she was saying, in my old boss's husband, it was a detective. Police officers, detectives, cops, it's a very stressful job. You see traumatic things. I remember that my ex-boss's husband retired after his last thing. He said he had to retire when they found a baby in a dumpster. And like the thing, like it's that job is hard, being a cop in Los Angeles. So I mean, I would retire my man if he was a cop for 15 years to support my career. And baby, go do something go do something else. But I think that was good. That was a good thing. You wouldn't want that same thing?
Well, I mean, let's say, I still want to work. Yeah, I would like to do something that I'm passionate about too. But the bottom line is, I still want to work.
Right. She'll retire from his job, but he still works. He still does like he started businesses and does like things that he's passionate about now. He retired because, when you work for the government, for the city, that does come with benefits and things like that, things that you don't have if you're an actress that's not like, and you're not SAG yet. You know what I mean? You haven't got all the credits to become SAG where you're eligible to buy into insurance and things like that. So there's lots of benefits for him staying, and that sacrifice that he made in doing that. And I think that that's real partnership right there. And I think they're a beautiful couple. I can't wait to watch that show. It's on OWN, my network. So shout out to OWN.
I think maybe a better way to say it is she put herself in a position financially that allowed him to transition to, a different place, working in a different field. Because retirement makes it seem like what is he gonna do? Go home and bake pastries and shit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but I think when you're in a good position, I think I always would say, like, if you are a man or a woman that like your duties are at home, I always think it's the best thing that you can do if you don't have a job or don't have a passion about anything is like to start a charity and to run business and help people. I mean, that's a job. I don't know if y'all ever worked for a nonprofit, but I have. And that is a corporation. You know what I mean? It can become that if you are able to get donations and grow and actually make change. So, I mean, hey, whether he's sitting at home and he started a charity, I mean, just do something.
Yeah, I agree. Just don't become shit. Like
only because I've seen like that empty nester thing, and I don't like it. Like my mom's an empty nester now, and sometimes I feel like she's very hands-on mother, and was a wife that like did all, but now that we're gone, it's kind of like, what do I do? And it's just like
it's I'm not even there yet. My daughter's about to be 16. And at the end of the year, but even as you see it like oncoming, it's like, damn, even the progression of it, it's just like you get so used to them needing you and being like little stalkers in the house and shit like that. Then they get more and more independent. Then you got to go to their room to actually see them, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. And it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Even with just seeing it coming, it's like, damn, your whole life has been revolving around this little person, and really they're the only thing in life that you truly have ownership of. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, damn. So I couldn't even imagine how your mom is right now.
Yeah. It definitely puts things in perspective, like mortality wise, And I think that is why I do want to try to cultivate good family, because I think it's just important, when you start thinking about your mortality and your life and like how this thing really like ends or whatever.